So let's go to 54 for that. This is where you need to do some algebra for this, for you to get full marks. Okay? Page 54. Sometimes you'll be given one of those, like they'll have used one of the formulas to come up with the value, and you will be asked to determine the number of sides. So you have to solve for n, okay? You have to isolate for n. So here it is. The sum of interior angles of a polygon is 3060. Determine the number of sides. So it's basically saying, what is n? By the way, it's saying that the sum of interior angles is this. So the formula you should be thinking of is this. We substitute in this number for s because we know what the sum is. Okay, so we go 3060. That is equal to n minus 2 times 180. And so our goal is to solve n. You can't guess and check. Guess and check doesn't work. I mean, you'll find out, but they will want to see the work, including myself, right? So what do you want to do next? I will tell you what the easiest is, the less messy option. 180 is multiplying this entire thing. So I will divide both sides by 180. You could first multiply out, but it's going to get messy. So I'm just going to get rid of that. And then on the other side is where the math happens, right? So you get 17 on the other side. And then on the right side, all you're left with is n minus 2. And so what you need to do now is add 2 to both sides. And this cancels out, and you're left with n is equal to 19. So this particular polygon has 19 sides. So they could do this with exterior angle, with central angle, with interior angle. They could give you any one of those. You start with the formula. I will put this down. Start with formula. Start with formula and then go from there. Okay? Question B. Let's do B. A regular polygon has exterior angles of 1125. Calculate the number of sides. You're thinking exterior angles. You do that. What do we substitute? We substitute 1125n for E. Okay. And I don't know if you see, this is a cross multiplying and dividing scenario. So if you get the exterior or the central angle, it's a lot easier actually. I always just tell my students, remember, any number has a denominator of 1. You can put a 1 under anything and it's still the same number. So in this case, we would cross multiply and then we would divide. So multiply first and divide second. Just show the work. N is equal to 360 times 1 divided by 11.25. That is 32 sides. So I would say medium, easy, and now the hardest. If you miss it, if you catch it in time, it's not going to be hard at all. Okay. Watch this. A regular polygon has interior angles of 171. Calculate the number of sides algebraically. You got to start with this formula. And you're thinking, yikes, that's going to be tough, right? You've got n in the denominator, you've got n in the numerator. It can be done, but I think it's too much work. Instead, right, do this. If the interior angle is 171 degrees, I wish I had enough money to actually do this, but what would the exterior angle be of the same polygon? What's the exterior angle of this polygon? What do interior and exterior always add up to? 180. Okay, so this is 9. Can we, let's use a different color. This is 9 degrees because we know that the sum of interior and exterior is always 180. So if I give you the exterior, you can immediately find the interior. If I give you the interior, you can find the exterior, right? They're just related. So just imagine if you zoom into just one corner, right? And you know that this is 171 on the inside, and on the outside, this is 9 degrees. Like that's what's happening here. So this is kind of like your polygon zoomed into just one corner. So if we have the exterior angle, it goes back to the previous question, really. Okay, exterior is just 360 over n. So let's do that. 9 is equal to 360 over n divided by 1. N is equal to cross multiply and divide. That would be 40 sides? Yeah. Boom. Over here, it's too hard. I know that some of you could probably, like, you would be interested in the challenge, and it can be done. You would have to put 171 in here and then solve for n, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot more work, and chances of making mistakes are much higher. Got it? You want to try one? I want you to work through 55 and 56. Do as much as you can. 55 and 56. And you ask me for help. You ask your friend for help. If you see the name pentagon, what does that tell us? How many sides does this thing have? 5. So immediately that says n is equal to 5. So if it has 5 sides, what do we know? 5 interior angles, 5 exterior angles, and to be honest, 5 central angles as well. That we know that, okay? They give us 4. We want to know the 5th. How could we figure that out? For A here, I'm going to use this formula. The sum of all interior angles is found by going n minus 2 times 180. Okay, and actually you already did that. If you go back and check your formulas, you did that in an example before. So this is 5 minus 2 times 180, which is 3 times 180. That is 540 degrees. So we know that all 5 interior angles supposed to add up to 540. Okay? So to find the 5th angle, what are we going to do? We're going to take the 540 and we're going to subtract the 4 we know. Okay, so we're going to go minus 100, minus 102, minus 99, minus 105. Or you add this up and just subtract that number from this one. It's up to you. What do we get there? 55. It's 134 degrees is the last one. Okay, this is the answer to A. I use the sum. I figured out what it is. Like, this works every time. It even works for a triangle. It will be 180, by the way, for a triangle. The sum of interior angles for a quadrilateral will always be what? A four-sided shape. The interior angles always add up to 360. A pentagon, it's always 540. It doesn't matter how weird it looks or whatever, it's 540. So that's what we use to solve this one. B, determine the value of each what? Exterior angle. Can I do this? I will ask you to do this. Interior and exterior. Put them side by side. If you have 100 degrees as one of your interior angles, what will the exterior angle be at that corner? 80. Okay, because they add up to 180. If your angle is 102, then it will be 78, because they always need to add up to 180. If it's 99, it will be 91. No, sorry, that's wrong, right? It's Friday, give me a break. 81. If it's 105, it'll be 75. If it's 134, it will be 6 gets you to 40, so 46. They add up to 180. So you've got all the exterior angles, all the interior angles. Question. Is this a regular polygon? Because what do we need? What are the two things we need for a regular polygon to be called regular? All sides are the same and all angles are the same. Definitely not regular. Very much irregular, right? Very much. So keep that in mind. It's a regular, it's an irregular polygon. Okay? And why would you say that? All angles are not equal. Okay, something like that. You can skip 3. 3 is a little overkill, but it's the same idea. Yeah. Oh, this one? So the reasoning, this is a bit of a puzzle. You count the number of sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6-sided polygon. You find out the sum of interior angles. And then you're going to say this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus this. Like adding all of these up is supposed to add up to the sum that you've come up with. And then you solve for x. It's an algebra puzzle. You can try it. The answer is 70. X is equal to 70 degrees if you're up for it. I don't think the province would ever expect you to do this one. Which one? Four we've done already. $57. Let's go to 57. This is going to review trigonometry as well. I think this you can expect. Something like this you can expect. Calculate the value of the indicated side or angle. And remember, there's a bunch of questions here. If you look at this polygon here, and let's walk, I'm going to walk you through it. If this is 37, what do we know about this side? It's 37 as well. Like from the center to one of the corners is going to be the same. So this is 37, boom. We've got two sides now. This looks like a triangle, doesn't it? If only we could come up with an angle so we could start trig. What is that angle right there? What do we call that one? Central. Let's find the central angle of that thing. Sorry, I left you thinking. But I think I got you started enough, probably. Let's count the number of sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey. So let's find that central angle. Central is going to be 360 divided by 7. So I'm going to make sure I let everyone know that this has 7 sides. What is a 7-sided polygon called? heptagon, right? Hepta. Kind of sounds like 7, doesn't it? I don't know. So it's 360 divided by 7. So that's 5143. Rounded to 2 decimals. Okay, 5143. So sometimes the angles aren't whole numbers. So we know that this angle here is 5143 now. What kind of a triangle do we have? What case do we have? Side angle side, right? Cosine law? SAS? Okay, so I will draw this out. Call this X, 5143. This is 3737. And let's solve for X. Okay, so X squared is equal to 37 squared plus 37 squared minus 2 times 37 times 37 times cosine of 5143. Type that all into your calculator. You should practice that because I see that a lot on the exam. I go so fast right now, like I'm not even thinking about, oh, maybe you forgot how to type this in. But please keep trying this, right? Keep actually typing this in. So taking the root of that gets us to, or sorry, everything there gets us 1,030,938 something. When you take the root, you get 32.11, and we are in centimeters. Boom, you got it. B, what's the perimeter of this polygon? Perimeter is the distance around. We've got 7 sides. So it's 7 times whatever 3211 is, right? That's the perimeter. And that's it's 7, right? $224.77. What's this polygon called? Heptagon. Oops, you can't see that. Heptagon. Area, it says area, don't worry about area. Like the bottom there has a challenge for you. If you were to want to find the area of this thing, I will just show you how you would do it. You would find the area of just one triangle and then multiply it by 7 triangles, okay? Because there's 7 triangles in there. All right, I think I'm trying to see if there's one that could, yeah. I'm going to ask you to do, come with me to 58, and I'm just going to give you some pages to try. Try page 58, comma, 63 to 66. Sorry, 63 to 66. 4 is 67. Also decent. Let's see. No, we'll stop there. I'm going to just let you work for the rest of today's class. How's that? But I do want you to work, okay? So I'm going to come around, and if you're stuck, you can ask me for help. But I think it's time for you to show me what you've got, right? So I'll leave it at that. if you need a bit of guidance here, they want the distance right across here, but we're going to forget about that for now and just focus on this triangle. And remember, you can find angles, right? You can find this. What kind of a triangle is this, by the way? We know that this is the same as that one. It's an isosceles triangle, right? So if you find this, you also find that. If you find this angle, what do you have? You have a pair. Okay, you have a pair. So this scenario will need sine law to solve for it. Are you able to solve for these angles here? Absolutely. They're the same. These are the same. If you find this, take away this angle from 180, then split that in half, then you will have the measurements of both of these angles. Okay, so that I'm just going to leave it at that for now. If you need more help, let me know. That's it for now.